What's going on, you guys? I don't know why I have this tendency to go like this every single time I'm like doing an intro. This is going to be a fitness focused Q&A. We have a lot of really good questions. Girl got to fix this hair because I got about a pound of dry shampoo up in this bitch. Welcome to this Q&A, you guys. There are a ton of good questions in it in regards to cardio, regards to training, gym intimidation. Without further ado, let's go on ahead and jump right in. So how to get over gym intimidation. So you guys, this is one of those things where I go in there and I've faced, you know, dealing with my very first experience of gym intimidation, stuff like that. Here's the biggest things and actionable steps that I would say. So the first thing is going in there with a program where you actually know what you're doing. Because if you're navigating the gym aimlessly, that does not add to your confidence, okay? So finding a correct program for you, knowing what you're doing when you're getting in there. So the second thing is going to be actually getting in there and getting in there consistently. The more consistent that you're in there, the more comfortable you're gonna be with the equipment, the more comfortable you're gonna be with the gym. And then the third thing is going to be making sure that you are doing the movements correctly. Like, yes, there's sometimes you go in there, it's annoying, people stare, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, those are gonna be the actionable steps that I would say to take in order to get over gym intimidation. Let's see what y'all got for me. So the next question is going to be best form of cardio for fat loss. And it's this simple. The best cardio to like burn fat is going to be the cardio that you enjoy the most, okay? At the end of the day, you guys, a calorie burn is a calorie burn. It doesn't matter if you run outside, it doesn't matter if you do HIIT cardio, it doesn't matter if you're on the stair climber, like whatever way that you know is going to ensure that you do your cardio, you get in there, you get out there, you do your cardio, that's gonna be the best form of cardio. Like literally, that is the truth through and through. You make sure you get your booty in the gym and you burn those calories, you know what I'm saying? How do you get rid of belly fat? You guys, so this is a huge one. The thing about genetics is that they do play a part into it, and everybody is going to store fat differently. You know, some people store it in their stomach more, some people store it in their legs more, some people store it in their back more. Everyone is extremely different, so you cannot pick and choose and like spot reduce is what they call it with fat. The biggest thing is going to be to get in there consistently, making sure that you are on a diet that is working for you, for your particular goals, and making sure you're being consistent with your cardio, with your nutrition, and with your cardio. That's really gonna be the bread and butter to getting and shredding off the fat, and then getting in there consistently with training. That sculpts your body, that builds muscle. And for some people, you know, it's gonna take longer for certain areas to shred off fats compared to other people, but be consistent, don't give up, take it a day at a time, and I promise you that you will see results. Cardio before or after you work out. So it is okay to go in there and do cardio if you're doing like, you know, 10-minute warm up on the treadmill or something like that, and then jump into your workout. That's okay. But if you're going in there and you're burning like 1,000 calories, freaking hot, freaking shreddy, sweaty, and you're burning like 500 calories or something crazy, and then you jump into your workout, that is not gonna be the most ideal. And the reason is because it requires your body to, produce ATP, and what exactly that does is it depletes your muscles in a way that's not gonna be good for you to go and jump into a very effective workout. When should you expect to see results? And this question was in regards to fat loss. So losing weight, losing fat takes a lot of effort and it takes time. A solid amount of time to give yourself in order to gauge if what you're doing is working for fat loss, I would honestly say is about 4 to 5 weeks before you make any kind of changes to anything. So what most people will do is they'll try something for a week, then if that doesn't work, they'll switch their diet. They'll try something for a week, then if that doesn't work, they'll, you know, increase their cardio. Like, those are the absolute wrong things to do. Give yourself about 4 to 5 weeks, depending on whatever kind of regimen you're on, to really make a call that you need to make some kind of changes. If you're really not seeing any kind of weight loss, And a healthy amount of weight per week to be losing is about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds. Really aren't seeing any kind of changes, then 4 to 5 weeks in is when I would make some kind of adjustment, because obviously something needs to change. So how often should I be lifting for the fastest results? And this is in regards to building muscle. The more frequency that every muscle, you know, is getting hit, the more faster progress you're gonna see. Most people will start out and they'll be in the gym 3 days a week. Maybe that's the only time that they have to be in there, is 3 days a week realistically, because you also want to set yourself up for success with realistic goals that are achievable for you in your life. But me, I am in there 5 days a week, usually when I'm on a very strict regimen, and I have my personal clients, like that is a requirement for them as well, to be in there 5 days a week. The more frequently you're in there, you guys, if you're in there 5 days a week and you're in there 3 days a week, the person who's in there 5 days a week, that's the person who's gonna see the fastest results. And it's not because of anything magical that they're doing, they're just hitting their, you know, muscle groups more frequently, AKA you're gonna see more results the more frequently you're in there. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes, let's get into this game video. Hey, hey. How do I still have a triple chin with the turtleneck? The question of the century, girl. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, so the best way to build a booty, you guys, I'm gonna give you some actionable steps here, because I feel like that's gonna be the most helpful for you to actually go out there and apply them. First thing is, one, making sure that you are incorporating compound movements, stuff like squats, stuff like deadlifts, stuff like hip thrusts. Those should be in your training regimen every single week. It's gonna be a drastic difference from like what your glutes look like compared to what they could look like if you incorporate them. Making sure that you're in there more frequently. So instead of having like 2, you know, leg glute focus days, I would up it to 3. That is also going to help you with progress in building your glutes. Getting a booty band, there's a link in my description box for booty bands. I use them every single time before I go in, because it helps with glute activation. The more glute activation you have, the more progress you're gonna see in the long run as well. So making sure that you're doing glute activation warm-ups before, and then also incorporating your band in with stuff like squats, with stuff like you know, leg press, anything that you can incorporate it in with. That is what I personally do, and I've seen a tremendous difference with my glute progression. Making sure that you're actually eating enough food to have effective workouts. So making sure that you're eating enough. If you're going in there on your lower body days and you're just feeling fatigued, you're more than likely not having the most effective workout, and therefore it's gonna be hard for you to, you know, focus on that peach though. Another thing would be to incorporate a lot more accessories that are more so glute focused as opposed to like legs and glutes. So the next juicy question is how to build muscle. So again, I'm gonna give you guys 3 actionable steps. I like giving you those because it's like stuff that you could actually go implement yourself. So the first thing with making sure that you are actually building muscle, you guys, is making sure that you're eating enough. If you're not eating enough, you're not getting in effective workouts, you're probably not gonna be putting on muscle, and it's gonna be a very slow journey to putting on muscle. The second thing is making sure that you're doing compound movements, upper body compound movements, for example, or stuff like Arnold press, stuff like overhead barbell press, and same with lower body movements. Another way to measure that you are actually putting on muscle is making sure that you're getting stronger weekly, you guys. It doesn't have to be like putting on 10 pounds, 20 pounds, like even if it's like 2-pound increments, 5-pound increments, making sure you're doing compound movements and making sure you're getting stronger with those ones in particular. Another thing is making sure that you are getting in adequate protein for yourself. This was the game changer for me personally at the beginning of my fitness journey. Until I started getting in adequate protein for myself, everyone's gonna be different. Everyone's gonna have different needs for protein intake. That is when I started seeing my strength shoot up, which meant that, like I just said, I was putting on muscle. Then I started seeing it actually physically. Making sure you're incorporating compound movements, getting stronger with those, making sure you're eating enough to have effective workouts, and then also making sure that you're getting in enough protein for yourself, because protein replenishes everything, especially when you are, you know, consistently on a daily or on a weekly basis breaking down muscle. What is the best diet for fat loss? I just filmed a video on this question, and I'm gonna go ahead and link it in the first link in the description box, so you guys can go check that out. I do a full dedicated video on the diet that I've been using for the past 9 years. That I have been on my own personal fitness journey. It's a great video, especially if you're somebody who has been struggling year after year, month after month, and you're just not seeing any kind of results. This is gonna change your life, girl. So make sure that you check out that video. And that is gonna conclude this video. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys are not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button to see me in the next video. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love you.